the USA team, we had that problem as well. Just, you have 12 guys that deserve to play, and you can't play everybody. But, Anthony Edwards, when he came in, like, he took over that spot, like, I'm the guy. He stood out, and he took over that. He came in, it's like, you know what, I'm going to be that guy, and he showed it every single day. And so, with our guys right now, just, like I said, you have 4 future Hall of Famers, and those guys want to step on each other's toes. And it's been a little tough, for those guys just trying to find their way and understanding that we need you to be aggressive. Like, when your number's called, no matter what it is, we need you to be aggressive. That doesn't necessarily mean taking a shot, but making a play for yourself or for your teammate, making the right play. And so, not deferring, and I got to do a better job with James, putting him in better positions, to be successful and be who he is as well.
After Monday's game, we were walking out of the locker room with PG, and you kind of stopped him. It looked like you wanted to have a word with him. I'm asking, like, what were you hoping to impart to PG after that game?
I can't remember.
Was it offensive? See, it's 2 for 13, hard offensive night, first one in a long time.
Yeah,
was
I
it
don't
more
think
about
he was.
defensive effort?
Yeah, I just offensively, I didn't like the way we played, and then I didn't get him involved enough. And like I said, he's been playing at a high level, at an elite level, and so just trying to find the balance, like you said, between James, PG, and Kawhi starting, and then Russ coming off the bench, and just trying to find that balance of where each guy can kind of stay in a rhythm. And it's it's going to take some time. It's only been 10 games, and it's difficult because usually when you have big 3 or big 4, it's always a big man involved. You had Chris Bosh, you had Kevin Love, you had KG in Boston. And so it's easy because the big man always the one that takes the sacrifice. But when you have 4 guards and the ball's usually in their hands, it's tougher. And so we're all trying to figure it out, and all just trying to make sure that it's not really about a player's rhythm, but make sure they're comfortable. But it's about the team's rhythm, and that's what we got to get better at. How you doing?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
Good.
After the Pelicans game, you were asked about threes, and you said you just care about makes. You don't care about how many attempts. After Monday, you
I
said
knew you was gonna bring that up.
Yeah,
But it's our thing. I didn't want to give it to you, but since we have a thing where we want to have a certain amount of assists, we want to have a certain amount of threes, we want to have a certain amount. I gotta get the sheet and Jerry there, Nick. But it's 4 things that we want to go into the game and we want to do. And so, 23s. I mean, I've seen one guy take 23s in the game before, so we can't have that for a game. And so, we're only generating 23s. That means we're not playing the right way.
how do you generate more? I know opposing defenses, they want to stop threes, but like you've always preached drive, kick, swing. But if the drives aren't coming, I mean,
yeah, we're not attacking the rim, we're not attacking the paint, we're not going to get threes. And so, if we're selling for tough mid-range 2s, and we're isolating the basketball, we're not getting to the paint, we're not causing a double team, then we're not going to get threes. And so, just having that mindset, we got to get to the rim, we got to get to the basket, and then make the play. And so, our rim rate was down as well as our 3-point attempts, as well as our closeout opportunities. And so, when we see that, we're not playing the right way.
You said a lot of the guys not getting involved is on you. The offensive rhythm is on you. But like we've talked, they've said, you can only be coached so much before you just got to go out and do it. And James has said that. Kawhi said that. Like, where's that balance come at some point where the starts just got to be the starts?
Yeah, I'm glad they said that. But I'm gonna take the blame no matter what. So it's for me to help those guys figure it out. And like I said, it is a tough challenge because you usually have a big in those situations when you have 4 guys that can make plays and create plays and are used to doing it for their whole career. It's difficult at times. And so for me, they got to be able to figure it out on the court. But for me, I got to figure out the team's flow, the team's how we get into a flow, and how the teams get into an offensive rhythm more so than the players. And so they got to help me figure it out as well. They got to do their part. But I don't think we have a selfless team. Like, they're not saying, oh, he's taking too many shots, I'm not getting no shots. But they got to be aggressive in their own rights and doing what you do well. And we have 4 special guys, and they all bring something different. They're all better and unique in certain situations than the other guy is. And so we got to be able to use those talents.
I think I asked you this when the trade first happened, if there was any other team you could use as a reference point for guys like this, and you mentioned the Celtics, but even then they had KG as a big man. Have you discovered anything that you can use as a reference for 4 wings like this, guys that need the ball that?
No, I haven't seen it before, but I like it. We'll figure it out.
Along those lines, Ty, when you first do the deal, the messaging, it seemed like from the organization was James is here to win a title, to be selfless, and that the communication was on a good level. Then you fast fast forward a couple weeks, you guys are kind of in the trenches together for a while, you got some highs and lows. Just generally speaking, how are you finding him to be in terms of coachability and the communication and his vibe and his leadership, all the things that?
Yeah,
play
he's
a part?
been great. I mean, he's been phenomenal. I mean, you have a guy who's, you know, I think he's ran 17 where they were top 3 in offense, and he was the guy that did it, you know. And so to come here and taking 7, 8 shots a game and, you know, not getting his, you know, his pick and rolls are down, I think 13, 14, 15 pick and rolls from the way he ran last year, which was even down in Philly. He just wants to win. And so he said, whatever I need to do to win, that's what we want to do. And so I told him, I want you to be more aggressive, you know, do more, don't worry about stepping on toes. And,
Right.
you know, these guys, like, when he runs pick and roll, we get something good every single time. And so just find that balance where, you know, we still can use PJ and Kawhi and still be able to use James at the same time. And that's been more of, you know, just learning each other. You know, that's more like the offensive process of just understanding it's not your turn, my turn, but just getting the best shot, running the best plays for our team. And so he doesn't complain one bit. His biggest thing, he wants to win, and whatever it takes for him to do, he's going to do it. You know, his catch and shoot threes are up. You know, he's doing less pick and rolls. But I like for him to be more aggressive, and so that's on me. You know, calling his number, and we'll get better with that.
Even with those frustrations, is it nice to have that follow through from him, that everything he said at the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, I said it earlier, like just winning games when you're trying to figure out is better. I mean, we had that loss, you know, to Denver last night, so everybody's kind of hanging their head about that. But before that, we had won 4 out of 5. You know, beat Houston, beat Dallas, beat some good teams, and started to find our rhythm. And so just having that letdown the other day, it kind of looks discouraging, but I still feel good about our team. I like where we're at. And you're going to have some growing pains. And can you accept that? And can you get out of that? And so that's got to be our mindset.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
I swear to God, I apologize. I was suggesting I asked about this. I swear I knew it. Hold on, you know what? I'll get it for you right now. So you can. No, just sit tight. Sit tight. I'm tired of you asking.